Most of you watching my channel haven't subscribed yet. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Your support really helps the channel grow and motivates me to bring you more true crime stories without any break. In May 2025, a brutal crime unfolded in the heart of Tuscany. A young Romanian woman named Marina Denisha vanished during what was meant to be a short trip. Days later, her dismembered body was found hidden in a suitcase. Her head burned, discarded miles away. What happened to Marina Denisha and why? You're watching DCR Crime Decodes, and I'm your host, Creasy. Today, we uncover the chilling details behind one of Italy's most disturbing recent murder cases. A story of violence, deception, and a killer hiding in plain sight. Are you drawn to the darker side of reality, real crimes, shocking evidence, and unsolved mysteries? Then you found the right channel. Subscribe to my channel for more videos that explore crime scenes, mysterious cases, and shocking stories. Due to YouTube's content rules, I can't show everything here. But if you want to see the original crime scene photos and uncensored content, check out my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Marina Denisha was just 30 years old, a Romanian native who had spent years building a quiet, independent life in Italy. To her friends, she was spirited, smart, and deeply devoted to her family. Her work as an escort was often judged by outsiders, but those who truly knew her said she was cautious, professional, and always stayed in close contact with loved ones, especially her mother. On May 15, 2025, she made her usual call home. "Hi, Mum, I'm fine. See you on Saturday." No one knew it then, but that would be the last time her voice was ever heard. Denisha had traveled to the city of Prato, tucked in the heart of Tuscany, for what was supposed to be a routine job. But after her final phone call on May 15th, everything went silent. Her phone stopped ringing, her texts went unanswered, and she never made it back home. As days passed, her mother's worry turned into panic. Denisha was reported missing. Investigators traced her last known location to a hotel in Prato. There, surveillance footage revealed something chilling. At 10:50 p.m., a man was seen entering her room. Just over 2 hours later, he walked out pulling a large white suitcase. Yes, it's a Denisha's suitcase. He calmly loaded it into his car and drove away. Police now had a suspect, but they had no idea who he was yet. Investigators used insurance records to track down a Volkswagen Golf linked to a mysterious man caught on CCTV. GPS data from the car revealed a sketchy route, a late-night drive from Prato to a secluded wooded area near Montecatini Terme, a quiet town in Tuscany. After days of careful searching, officers stumbled upon a chilling find hidden in the underbrush, a white suitcase. Inside was Denisha's body, decapitated and already starting to decompose. But the most horrifying part, her head was missing. This shocking detail left investigators reeling. Was it a personal attack, a twisted message, or a cruel tactic to stall identification? The quest for answers just took a much darker turn. The suspect was soon identified, Vasil Frumuzek, a 32-year-old security guard, Romanian-born but living quietly in Italy. He was married, a father of 2 young children, and had no prior criminal record. On paper, he was the last person you'd expect to be at the center of a murder investigation, but in his chilling confession, Frumuzek told police he had met Denisha through a dating app. His words were cold and matter-of-fact. "I panicked. I killed her." He admitted to strangling her in the hotel room, dismembering her with a knife, and in the most disturbing detail, burning her head with gasoline before leaving it in a remote field. It was a crime that went far beyond panic. It was calculated, brutal, and horrifying. Criminologists analyzing the case point to one disturbing theme: overkill a level of violence far beyond what his alleged motive would justify. Decapitation, burning, concealment. These aren't the actions of someone who simply panicked. They suggest rage, a fear of identification, or a deeply disturbed psychological state. Experts also highlight a grim reality. Sex workers face disproportionately high rates of violence, especially when their work is criminalized or socially stigmatized. And then there's the planning. He brought a hold all. He disposed of the body in stages. He chose a remote, wooded dumping ground. These are calculated decisions, not impulsive ones. Everything about this crime points to a man who didn't lose control. He wanted to erase the evidence, erase her, and walk away clean. After Furumisaki's confession, Italian investigators began to connect the dots. Just months earlier, in August 2024, the body of another Romanian sex worker had been discovered near Montecatini Terme, less than a mile from where Denisha was found. The victim's identity was never publicly released, but the method of disposal, eerily similar. Like Denisha, she had been discarded in a remote, wooded area. The body showed signs of dismemberment and deliberate concealment. Now, investigators believe Furumisaki may not be a man who just snapped. He may be a serial predator, someone who used dating apps and escort services to target vulnerable women, knowing their silence was likely. One body was horrific, two is a pattern. Public reaction was swift and deeply emotional. Vigils were held in both Prato and Rome, with mourners lighting candles and demanding justice for Marina Denisha. Women's rights groups rallied in protest, calling for stronger protections for sex workers and condemning what many see as Italy's systemic leniency toward gender-based violence. As of this video, Furumisaki remains in custody, facing a list of charges that include murder, desecration of a corpse, and obstruction of justice. His trial is expected to begin later this year, and for many, it can't come soon enough. But no outcome in court can erase the horror of what happened. Denisha was more than a victim. She was a daughter, a friend, a woman trying to survive, and her story deserves to be remembered. Denisha's story is heartbreaking but sadly not unique. Her death highlights the dangers faced by women in marginalized professions and the tragic cost of silence, stigma, and fear. Her family remembers her as bright, loyal, and hardworking. She didn't deserve what happened to her. Her final words to her mother, "I'm fine, see you Saturday," are now etched in grief. What do you think about this case, DCR Crime Decoders? Was this the act of a desperate man or the work of a cold-blooded predator hiding in plain sight? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. If you want more in-depth coverage of cases like this, hit subscribe and turn on the bell icon. And remember, behind every crime, there's a victim who deserves to be remembered. See you in next video. Thank you. Bye.